Message to all you friggin' momos out there, especially the Trent twins. Even a fish would never get caught if it would just learn to shut its mouth. There you go.
I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
I haven't seen the sun in a fucking week and a half. Hey, look! It just came out! Hey, look at that!
I love it.
We're back for another episode of After Hours with the Whack Pack. Sorry, we're a little late today. It's a crazy day because it is Olympia week here at After Hours, and that means that I'm packing up my stuff because I'm leaving tomorrow. Sid's on the way to the airport already. Romano is leaving on Friday, and Greg Valentino will be staying in his house as usual.
Damn right.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
A lot of news happening. There's a lot of news.
Hey, I got one announcement to make.
Oh, really? Oh, that's unusual.
I have one extra silver. I have one extra silver VIP pass.
Oh, wow.
If anybody wants it for both days.
And it's sold out, right, Larry?
Yeah, they're all sold out. But I had bought. Yeah, they were sold out months ago. I bought them when they first came on sale, and one of the people in my group can't go, so I have one extra full. It's a full VIP pass with everything.
Who's in your group? I'd like to know who's a member of your group. Who's in Larry's group for the Olympia this weekend?
There was two girls going with me, and one of them can't make it.
Oh. So the menage was canceled, huh?
That a boy, Larry. I think Larry's group is the cartel. Larry's got the cartel in his group.
Yeah. Well, the Trent twins might not be able to go this year. I don't know. What happened with those guys? I really like those. I think they're really they were at Mel's show this past year. They're kind of very entertaining, but they kind of, like I said, remind me of the Barbarian Brothers when they first started. But what they were in Mexico doing? They were copying me, obviously. No, they were doing the go to the pharmacy video and see what's there, which is my forte. And now there's something you have to know when you go to the Mexican pharmacy and you see what drugs that they have for sale there, and you possibly buy some and maybe use them while you're there if you want to. Note to the wise: you do not bring it back with you, because when you cross the border, you are breaking the law. Now they were actually kidding about it. They were actually kidding about it. And
can I take that one step further for you to show you how fucked up it is?
Yeah.
Many times, especially if you buy your drugs in a border town like Tijuana, the pharmacists will alert customs in the United States of you if you buy a lot of stuff, and they'll alert them that you're coming across the border with that shit.
Oh, really?
And the deal is, in exchange for that info, the feds give the drugstore back the pharmacy.
That's what I was going to say. They keep reselling the same shit.
That happened to us. They
resell the same gear 20 times.
I don't know if this. I'm going to play this. Let's see what this is.
There was with us.
We're going across.
I don't know if that's accurate. Armand said.
Is it even true, or is it like just a publicity? Is it even true?
I think they got arrested, but I don't know if it's for smuggling drugs or maybe they were making a skirmish. They're kind of like I told you. They kind of remind me of the Barbarian Brothers. They kind of like to do crazy antics to film for their channels. So they could have just been causing a ruckus at the border. I don't know.
But the Barbarian Brothers were legitimately wacky. Even when there's no.
I guarantee you, those guys are like early 20s.
Yeah.
They went in the pharmacy. They got a bunch of shit. They brought some back.
Yeah, but Larry, they were doing videos telling people they're in the pharmacy. You have to be the dumbest. It's one thing to smuggle the stuff back and then put up the videos that, hey, we were in Mexico, we went to the pharmacy. You don't do it while you're still in transition from going to Mexico to the United States.
Could you
I can't imagine they're that stupid.
While they were there.
I don't believe they're that stupid.
I would have brought one of them girls back over. There was some hotties when I was in Tijuana.
Yeah, but they weren't.
They weren't actually girls yet.
But a lot of the time it's fake. Most of the time it's not real at the border, anyways. It's not even
the girls.
real. No, the gear.
The
Yeah,
girls
the
are
girl,
not
No,
even-
it is a
girl
lot of
gear.
hot whores
Yeah.
down there. There was a lot of hot hookers down there.
When
Then
I
they
was in Tijuana in 2018, it was $10 $10 a girl. Like the guy I went with.
What?
I told the story already.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. You said they were
$10.
horrible though.
You know
Well,
what
I mean,
people don't realize
It was
is,
it was horrible that they were prostituting, but the girls weren't that bad. The
You know
girls
what
Oh,
weren't
they
the
bad.
were bad. Oh.
You know what the worst
No,
part is? You get
I
a
wouldn't do it.
blowjob. You get a blowjob from one of them while their kid's sleeping in a crib right next to you.
Nah, you
but
love that.
what you guys
With the
don't
cockroaches.
understand, which makes the whole thing more nebulous, is that Tijuana is not technically Mexico. Neither is Nogales or any of those border towns, because real Mexico doesn't start until 20 or 25 kilometers into
Well,
Mexico.
what would you call that then?
It's called the
Well,
border
they were
zone.
act-
Oh.
And the border zone has basically no law. Anything goes. I mean, you can buy veterinary steroids in the pharmacia, for humans. You could buy equipoise in there. You could buy Tren in there. Those are not even approved for human use. So anything goes. They'll buy and sell people, drugs, you name it. So and you have really no recourse if something bad happens, because it's a border zone and there's everybody's paid off. It's not someplace to get in trouble, and it's definitely someplace not to buy steroids if you're smuggling them back to the United States, because you will absolutely definitely get caught.
Every time I go on a cruise, I go
They
at
were
least one
actually-
every year. The border towns, there's always someone buying, because they usually sell the Ready Jet, the testosterone decas. So they sell a lot of those at the border towns when we get off on cruise, like every single year. And I see people buying it every year. And they let them bring it back on the cruise ship because no one ever have problems. Because I see the guys buying it in the shops. And I tell them, like, hey, most of this stuff's not even real. And then they make it after the cruise. So I know a lot of guys are buying it that way too. And I don't like when I go cruise, I would never do
Maybe
that.
that. Well, maybe
Dumb.
you don't buy any to load up on the cruise ship itself.
No, to bring it up. No, because they check you when you go back on the cruise ship. Like they can check.
Yeah, but
you.
you're not really.
No,
going
he
through
means
customs.
injected it yourself. Like
Yeah, just inject it so that when you
Like
get it, when
Bama
you're done with the
whole
cruise,
time
it's over.
inside you or
You've
something.
used it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
done that before. I got a ejective vial in my shoulder in front of the girl when I got it because I forgot my test on the trip, and she was like, "Listen,
The pharmacias have little rooms where you
Warning
can
light.
shoot up.
You know what's funny? When I hear
This one
John
did it.
say, when John's talking about this stuff, I feel like I'm listening to an AI voice, like the pharmacias. You know what I mean? Like,
No, he has the accent, John.
I know he puts on
the.
the
John has the accent down.
the Tijuana.
That's the right way to say it.
No,
they
I
were
know that.
actually,
Yeah, you got to do it one way or the other. So
They
yeah,
were
they have
crossing
rooms in the back
in
of
Texas.
the place where you can use your recent purchase.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's smart.
They keep them nice and clean, so to speak.
So Larry, what if you get caught with like a bottle of testosterone crossing the border, would that be like a misdemeanor?
This really happened. Okay, I was. This is a long time ago. I was young. I was working as a marketing manager, and I trained salespeople. Anyways, as one of the prizes for winning the one of the sales competitions, I told my reps, whoever was like the top people, I was going to take them on a trip to Mexico. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. So, anyways, I bring like five of these young people with us down to Mexico, and while I'm there, I got like a few bottles of gear, just for myself. Anyways, one of the girls that was with us, she gets wasted drunk, ends up getting laid by some Mexican guy. On the morning back, she's sick, so she's hungover, and we have to get back. And I was such in a rush, I just threw the bottles in the bottom of a protein container in my trunk. I didn't even hide them good because I was just in a hurry, and I generally didn't get searched. But we were going through the border, and this bitch is puking out the side of the car, like at the border. So of course they take it to secondary, and they
Don't
search
draw
our-
any
they-
attention to us.
Yeah, they search our car, and of course they find it. And I was in a rental car. They impounded the rental car, and then they gave me a fine. And we ended up I had to get I think I got a taxi or something, drove all the way back from Mexico back to LA with all of them. Yeah. But I got a fine. They fined me for But it was weird because there was like 3 or 4 bottles, and they said it was like $50,000 of street cash units, and broke it down into some like stupid thing. Every milligram was this or that, and I think my fine was like a few $1,000s.
We used to go in high school. I started going at 16, and we would go to South Padre. So Matamoros was the border town, and we had one of my friends was Mexican. We had a house. They had a house. We stayed like it was like a 30-minute to the border walk. So we would get a ride and then just walk across. We would this was before I even took them, because my football team they all wanted them. So if I brought them back, I knew I could make a lot of money selling them. So I started selling one at 16 when I was still just playing soccer. And we would we would walk across and just tape it to our legs, around our waist, and then we would walk back like they told us to walk back at nighttime, like party time, when everybody's coming back across the border, where it's like packs and packs of people where they're not stopping really anybody. So we did that every year, and it worked fine. And then when I was, I think, like 19, we went over there, and my friend, he wanted to drive across. I said, no, bro, we just park and you walk across. Don't drive across. So he thought it was a good idea. I said, you're going to get caught. His idea was to buy cigarette cartons and put them all in the cigarette cartons. I said, you're going to get caught. So me and my girlfriend at the time, we walked across the border. We brought stuff back with us. It was I actually had Clomid one time, and one of the Clomids fell out. Like as soon as I got past of them, like, you know, asking us questions on the ground, I had to like put my foot over and then like pick it up. But
Across the border.
They arrested him, and they held him, I think, for like 5 hours, and we were just standing across the border. They came over there and they talked to us like, they're like, that's your friend, right? I said, yeah. They're like, he'll probably be released in like a few hours. So we waited, I think, like 3 hours, and they released him with like a huge fine also. And he got an attorney, and the attorney just said, write an apology letter back to them, and they'll cut the fine like way down. So the fine was like something crazy, like Larry said, like it was like $5,000 something, and they cut the fine down to like $300. But this was back in 2002. So that's the only time I had issues there. But
here's my take on the whole thing. I think, after talking to someone, a good friend of ours, that the whole thing that the Trend Twins mentioned was a stunt. I think it's all publicity stunt. These guys love controversy. They love to stir people up. I told you, they remind me of the Barbarian Brothers. They did the video down there, going to the pharmacy and buying stuff, and they faked. I'm telling you, they probably faked getting arrested.
They can't be that stupid to do that.
They're not that stupid. They're smart guys. They make $2 million according to Google, from their YouTube channel a year. They don't need to smuggle $20 of steroids back with them from Mexico. I can guarantee you the whole thing was a publicity stunt.
But didn't really nothing like the Barbarian Brothers.
If you ever watch their show,
no,
they are that stupid.
I'm telling you, Larry. I can guarantee you it was a publicity stunt, or maybe they got arrested because they were being unruly at the border, and they just said it was steroids because they thought, and they to play it up a little bit to get a little mileage out of the whole thing. Because if they got arrested for steroids, it would be all over the internet. We'd be able to find the charges, and it's nowhere. No one knows.
They wouldn't be sitting there if they got arrested for steroids. They would be arrested for steroids.
Yeah, but the Barbarian
you get arrested for a federal felony charge. If you get caught,
when they have you with a few bottles at the border, all they do is they confiscate the bottles and fine you. That's it. They don't make a federal charge about it.
No. Unless it's a bunch.
Dave, the Barbarian Brothers were crazy motherfuckers, legitimately. Okay, in the 80s, I was there in 81 when they were acted up. You know what I'm saying? Not in the fucking 90s when you guys.
Right.
I'm just saying they were fucking crazy, legitimately.
Yeah, but I don't think. Look, I don't think so, because I know Peter might be, but I know David really well. I think it was all an act. Greg, I think it was all an act with them. They knew that if they portrayed this persona, that they were going to be popular, and it worked. They got movie roles. They were in the magazines.
Yeah, but they were like that naturally. Ask anybody that was in Gold's Gym back in the day. They were like that.
They used to have. They used
with
to
no
sleep
cameras.
with Gallon. they used to sleep with gallon milk jugs next to their bed, so they didn't have to get up to pee. They just roll over and pee in the fucking.
Jimmy the Bull does that all the time in his truck.
Too.
So what does that mean?
Too.
And Greg does it too.
But the thing is that I have to cut a hole in the side because nothing but my dick's fat. It couldn't fit in that. But
and you know, wait, I was in a limo with Steve Bleckman one time, and he actually got his Pishali Gots in the neck of a Coke bottle.
Oh gosh.
Who? Steve? Oh shit.
He had a
and John, that was a wreck too. That was a wreck.
I don't know.
But Dave, I'm telling you, I was running the Barbarian Brothers like no cameras going. They were like that every single day. They were fucking nuts. I seen them at a party puking over a fucking balcony where the fucking birds were outside eating it off the fucking sidewalk. They were fucking
those two, Greg will tell you, those two puked more than all of the rest of the bodybuilding community put together. They were puking all the time. They would just puke and throw a mat over it, and just keep going.
Right over. When I
that's how Joe Weider. That's how Joe Weider named him the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Dave. The fucking guy used to drink carob milk, C-A-R-O-B, carob, which is like an artificial.
Smells. Oof.
I never even heard of carob milk until I was out there. You know
that I remember. You remember in the '80s that was like a big thing. Carob, like it was like
fake chocolate.
It's like a fake chocolate,
healthy chocolate, right? Yeah.
And actually, chocolate's healthier than that in real life.
I know. It probably is.
It's the sugar that they they're diluting us. The sugar was the problem.
They would act up like fucking all the time. No cameras going. They just were like that. They were nuts. You know what I'm saying?
They were completely nuts.
Back in the day, though, like me and my friends, we did some crazy shit. Like I was out of control. I had no fear at all. And the stuff we did, like if that was like if any of that was on video, we'd be serving probably life in prison.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
What I'm saying is now people make videos to be funny. People make videos to do stunts. And back then we didn't do that. We weren't trying to impress anybody or make funny videos. We just had fun and did crazy shit all the time.
But wait a minute, I was there. They were banned. They were banned from Gold's Gym because they went and had Lyle. They had a party. Lyle Alzado told them, "Watch my house while I'm gone." And they had a party in his house, and they wrecked his fucking house.
One in Topanga, right?
And he told them, "I'm going to kill." I'm not sure which one, but he told them, "I'm going to kill you, fucking guys. You better when I get to the gym." So Grimkowski said, "You know what? You guys got to take 3-4 months off here."
3 months. 3 months.
Yeah,
we've only heard the story 600 times, but it's so funny.
True.
It's still funny.
But it's true.
It's true.
But I'm saying that's why when you say that they did it they didn't do it for no cameras. They were
but what
legitimate crazy.
What they did was they created the twins persona.
Yes.
And they acted it. It wasn't acting. It was the way they were, but they created their persona. Everything they did in public was to support that persona.
Yes,
it ended up they were just real. They were the way
what?
they were.
They were very intelligent.
Like Peter would lay down, or David, would lay down under 500 pounds with a reverse grip on the bench and just start whacking the reps out. And Paul would be standing there going, "Come on, Peter. No, Peter.
Yeah,
Peter
but
would be over him, and they'd be creating this whole fucking commotion with a legit 500-pound reverse grip bench press. They weren't fucking around. They were seriously lifting.
Isn't it weird though that you got the Barbarian Brothers, David and Peter Paul, and then 30 years later you got Logan and the other brother.
No, but wait a minute. They were very intelligent too. They used to write their own movie scripts and shit.
No, but look at Logan and what's his name? I can't remember.
Who's Logan? Like
Logan Paul and the other Paul.
Logan Paul.
They're not
Trent twins.
Not the Trent twins. The Logan
Jake
Paul
and Logan Paul.
And Jake Paul.
Oh.
Those guys are social media guys too, and they created their own persona. But it's funny that they were brothers with the same last name as David 30 years later. Maybe they were like reincarnated or something like that. I don't know. It's just weird that they have the same name.
They're smart guys too. They did all. But imagine if there's social media back in 1981.
Oh, they would have millions of
with
followers.
The Barbarian Brothers.
They were in movies, don't forget.
They were normally fucked up. The Paul brothers do it as an act to try to get, you know what I'm saying? They were legitimately fucked up. I told you, he'd be sitting there picking his fucking nose, talking to chick, throw a fart with Cammy.
We know you like that.
That fart was so
He loves
good.
that.
Yeah, he loves the
What
farts.
Lee is saying is totally true. He wanted to get a shot. He didn't care if he had to break into Fort Knox. If it was in his head that he had to get this shot, you know, he was going to do it. All of the props that he bought and the setups he did, dragging that piano out to the desert for Flex Wheeler and the giant O, he had to buy the whole sign that said radio.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
You know how big that is? How giant that O was on Jay's back, and he had to buy the whole fucking word.
But they got other guys create like Dean Tornabene and all those guys always have a good time. When I was out there, Dean Tornabene was a little crazy. You know,
he trained with him for 2 years, at least 3 years.
This is in '81. He was still training together like in the '90s. Yep. I'm just saying, he was. You know, they were crazy, and they got everybody else in the gym fucking amped up and crazy. You know, I told you Mike Christian fucking knocking one of them out. You know what I mean? It was crazy. They were nuts. You know, they were legitimately nuts.
You could act up a certain way. You could act up a certain way, you know, years ago before camera phones and all that, and not even have to worry about certain things. Now you can't do anything like you would do back in the day. You'd be arrested or caught on camera or whatever. So I mean, just think about all the things, normal everyday life.
Greg will tell you there were some epic.
That was a David Paul
gym parking lot.
Oh yeah, there was. Sure. Listen to me. Plus, you know, they had their own equipment. They had a squat rack that was, you know, a power rack that was just for them. They had it pressed behind the neck. There's Barbarian Brothers, right? They would get on that thing and fucking do insane weights. Insane, you know.
That rack was built specially for them because they lifted such insane weights.
That's what I'm saying. But somebody must have donated that or whatever. They were nuts, though. They didn't need cameras to be nuts.
Speaking about Gold's Gym back in the day, bodybuilder. I don't know if you guys remember Chris Duffy. He just died.
No way. I knew Chris.
Yeah, Joni Bovino, his ex-wife, reported to Frank, who's been on the show before. He just texted me and he said, "Yeah, I don't want to go into the cause of death because I'm not really sure, but I don't think it was a very good cause of death, you know." He was a good bodybuilder.
I know Christian. He was a big boy in person, bro.
Yeah, he was huge.
He was a big boy. Was he? He did gay porn. You know that, right?
Yeah, Bull Stanton. Yeah,
Bull Stanton. Yep. I used to see him all the time down in the city. He used to have this little Chinese boy with him all the time. He'd walk by Johnny Latz with him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was great. We used to laugh.
He would have been a really good bodybuilder. I don't know. He beat DeMayo and all those guys at the Nationals.
He won the Cal. He won the LA. He won the Cal, and I think he won the Nationals too.
He had some.
He did. He won his heavyweight class.
Yeah.
His legs were fucking huge in person too. Huge. He's a big guy, Dave. He's tall too. He was.
I think he would have been really good. I don't know why he never really competed. He came back into the Masters Olympia a couple times and actually placed top 5.
Because he made more money in porn. That's why. A lot more money.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, these guys think, he won $600,000 for the Mr. Olympia. Dude, that's what the fucking minor league guys make in baseball. The fucking guy who rides the bench just makes the team. The bottom pay is like $675. You know what I mean? That's the bottom pay. That's like the guy who gets the water for everybody. So this guy was making so much money as Bull Stanton and fucking.
What do you think is a lot of money that he was making?
He was making millions. Christian Duffy.
6 foot 1 inch, 250 pounds.
That's what I told you.
Chris Duffy from Juno Beach, Florida, just
that was
north
big
of Miami
back then.
and Fort Lauderdale.
Duffy has tremendous height here, and to put the sort of weight on this frame that he needs takes a long time. It really does.
Says he got into the sport inspired by his older brother Paul and was a runner-up as a heavyweight in the 1992 USA competition.
Says down here he also likes motorcycles. I would imagine he'd have to use a pretty big Harley to support his weight and his size.
Now this is the 1980s.
He shares with Winters, the winner in our lightweight.
I think that's 92 Nationals.
Is that 92 now?
Chris Duffy having some fun with the crowd here. Yeah. He's got to know that he is the man to beat just because of his sheer size. He is so much taller than everybody else.
Yeah, he's tall.
And he's having fun. He's in his home state, too.
Well, his height has not put a dent in his ability to put mass on his frame. He's got tremendous development through his shoulders, chest, stomach.
He was what we call a dark horse. He came in there and at the last minute won that show because no one expected him. A lot of people thought that DeMeo was going to win, and he came in and won, and then we never saw him again, and for like years later.
Because he did the fucking pork. I used to see him in the city all the time.
Dave, you posted that message earlier. That guy, could you put that message back again?
Which one?
Some guy tried to contact me for personal training and got bot messages. So I don't know if he's probably not even talking to me because all my messages on IG, I get back to people, and I don't do in-gym personal training anymore. I've been only coaching for the past 10 years, so he's probably not talking to me. He probably got a fake profile or something.
This
like
guy's
that.
he paid us $5 to put this up, so
Yeah, he probably message me on. Make sure it's my real Instagram because I don't do personal training, and so I wouldn't say, hey, come get training with me.
Yeah, these they're all troublemakers on the sport.
Yeah, but dude, Duffy was a big boy in person too. I told you he's really tall, and he was a nice guy. He was a little wacky too, but I like that kind of person. I like wacky.
He was dating, if you remember, Joni Bovino.
Joni Bovino.
Yes.
Weren't they married?
She's a freak.
Yeah, I think they were married. I saw them on an airplane. I was sitting next to them.
I think she got a little wacky too with stuff.
They used to hang out with Duchesne and a lot. And I used to see them over there all the time.
They were from Joni was from Long Island. As a matter of fact, years later, this kid used to drive me to the airport all the time. It turns out she was his aunt. She's like, he kept saying, my aunt's a bodybuilder. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Everyone's aunt's a bodybuilder. What's her name? Joni Bovino. I said, holy mackerel. So Joni was married to this guy, Vinny Bovino, who was a cop who was selling gear and out of his garage. And he would
I remember Vinny.
You remember Vinny? He would give people
receipts. We used to hang out at Lido Beach.
And then our friend Vinny. Remember our friend Vinny? Vinny Hanzik?
Yeah, so one day I'm at the beach. I never met Joni Bovino before. So one day I'm at the beach. I'm trying to open up a bottle of Perrier, right? And I'm trying to do it on the garbage can. And all of a sudden, this girl comes over. I look over and he hands me a can opener. It was Joni Bovino.
Oh, that's funny.
Like a leopard skin bikini.
She was hot. She was good looking.
Oh, and I was like, unbelievable. She was beautiful and had muscle.
Yeah.
But I mean,
we'd be outside Johnny Lat's gym and used to see Duffy all the time. Because I think he was fucking around with somebody over there. But he'd be walking down the street, even after he stopped getting like super jacked, those wheels were fucking huge.
She was married to him, and he was still doing the thing with the gay stuff. So I mean, I guess she was okay.
She wouldn't leave him.
They obviously, got along.
She wouldn't.
I guess he was bisexual. He must have been bisexual. I guess.
Oh, dude, he was with some boy I used to see. It's this little Chinese kid, little Asian kid. They'd hold hands. He'd walk down the street holding the guy.
Really? Oh
yeah, we'd see him outside Johnny Lance. He was always over there.
Yeah, so he came back to the Masters Nationals, and I was talking to him on the airplane, and I'm like, this Masters USA, Masters Olympia, sorry. I think it was the last year Vince Taylor won, and we're on the plane together, and he's like, I said, because I recognized her and him, and I said, you're Chris Duffy, right? He goes, yeah. He goes, and then Joni and I knew the same people, because Joni used to date Vinny Hanzik. I don't know if you know that, George.
No, I didn't know that.
I know, but you weren't supposed to talk about it, but you did.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a long time ago.
Well, no, I know.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
Yeah. No one's alive anymore, so it doesn't matter. But the point is that so they were like, yeah, we're going to Masters Olympia, and he hadn't competed ever. That was his pro debut or something like that. And this was like 20 years after he turned pro, and he went and I think he placed third at that show. He looked really good. I said, how come you didn't compete? He goes, but Greg obviously explained it. He was obviously making
a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah,
He's got a reputation in that world. I mean, he's like a legend.
I didn't know that.
The guy's a monster. He's a fucking monster. You'd see him walking down the street, you just knew. Even when he wasn't like competing, so he wasn't as big, he still looked like a fucking football player walking down the street.
Well, I'm sure he was very popular.
6'1" for a bodybuilder, especially competitive on stage bodybuilder. That's a big guy today. You know what I mean?
Did you guys see that bodybuilder? Another bodybuilder couple? It was a girl that stabbed. I don't know if you know that guy. I sent you the clip, Dave, on IG and text.
Let me see.
This girl, champion bodybuilder, murdered by his girlfriend. I guess she stabbed him like 20 times.
I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's in the States or not because they look South American kind of. But I didn't watch the YouTube on it. I saw it earlier. I sent you the YouTube and
I'm gonna put
a
it
clip
up.
of it.
All I hear is somebody fucking going crazy on that computer.
What do you hear?
I hear somebody clicking away on a computer.
Okay, this guy.
What's that?
He's pulling it up.
Who's that?
Bodybuilder butchered by possessive wife in frenzied knife attack.
Holy shit.
Butchered. It's quite
Yeah.
a word.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it. It said like she stabbed him like 20 something times, and so
You know what? Even
Like
if this, listen, I think this has got to be said. Even if someone someone cheats on you and treats you like shit, it doesn't give you the right to kill them. Okay, so I mean, leave them. That's
Right.
it.
Why
It's
would-
very simple.
Why would you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be? You possessive motherfuckers. No, you're gonna.
Why do you want to go to jail for life for killing this person?
Yeah, but it depends on the situation. That there's a legal excuse for a crime of passion. You get away with that to some degree.
I don't think she did it.
I mean, if you came home early from a trip, you walk into your bedroom and you find your wife banging your brother-in-law, and you shoot them both. It's a different situation than if you hunted down the both of them separately and premeditatedly killed them.
Most get like 10 years for that, maybe like 10.
I don't know exactly, but it is definitely treated.
No, but you got to hate yourself to do it. You got to be
Greg. If you walk in and see that immediately and snap, it's completely understandable from a human.
You know what? I would ask my
point of view.
girlfriend, how much did you charge him?
Greg, there's a lot of guys out there that pursue girls or vice versa, and they could be telling them, "Hey, I don't want," because a lot of my clients, they talk to me and they're like, "Hey, I want to get back with my girl. Like, I don't know if she wants to be with me or not. I'm like, what's going on?" They're like, "Well, she keeps texting me. I don't want to be with you." I'm like, "Well, she doesn't want to be with you if she's texting you that. Why don't you leave her alone?" And he goes, "Well, I love her and this and that." I'm like, "Dude, if she's telling you don't want to, she doesn't want to be with you. Why pursue her? It makes no sense." But a lot of guys do that. It's very.
But you can't make somebody love you. You fucking momos out there don't get it. If your girl doesn't feel the same way you do, so what are you gonna do? Beat her fucking new boyfriend's ass? And you know what happens to you? You go to jail. Now she's like, "We got rid of that motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? Dude, walk away. Are you that insecure that you can never get another girl? Maybe you love her. She don't love you. What are you gonna do? No, you're gonna love me. God damn it. No, you're gonna be with me. You're not gonna see any other guy, or I'll kill him and I'll kill you. Then you fucking you hate yourself. You have no self-respect for yourself. You have no self-esteem. You need fucking serious help. Because I would never, listen, if my girlfriend cheated on me, I'd be like, fuck that, you're gone. Because there's too many other girls out there, bro. There's way too many other girls. You don't need somebody that's not on your team. If they're not on your team, party what you want, fuck that. And you can't change somebody too. You know, and if you're with a fat ass and shit, you start saying, well, diet and all that, don't do that shit either, bro. You know what I mean?
The guy sent the message again. Like I said, I don't do impersonal training in Dallas. So that wasn't me you talked to if I'm saying, hey, get personal training with me. So it was either fake profile.
No, he's saying that he reached out to get some advice and talk to you, Armand.
Do you know how many messages I get a day? Like we all get. I answer I answer all of them back. So you said you're trying to get advice.
Well, what's the best way for him to get in touch with you? What's the best way for him to get in touch?
My IG's fine. I talk to people every day on IG.
All right, Instagram, Armand. After the show, we'll get back to you.
Armand, you know what I hate?
Message me again.
Yeah.
Armand, you know what I hate? When guys fucking message you and say, dude, I'd love to just like catch a workout with you, like meet you at the gym one day.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't train with anybody. First of all, you're not going to be able to hang with me. Second of all, I don't train with
What is this guy want you to take a polygraph test for? For what? Who? Some guy saying you should take a polygraph test.
For what?
He said, Greg, take the polygraph test. Just be real.
Yeah. Oh, Sinto, whatever. Who gives a I'm so over it.
Oh, are they still carrying on about the
my God. 25 years later. Get a life. At least you donated money. Keep donating more money.
But Greg, like you were saying, like I get those messages too. Hey, I'm going to be in town. Like, can you want to work out and grab something to eat? And I was like, bro, my time's so busy already with my kids and their my sports, like their MMA, soccer, all that. I don't have time to just go like.
Yeah, but you're gonna meet some fucking guy you
don't even know who they are.
Let's meet
Yeah,
him
you
up
don't
at
even know
the
they
gym.
are.
Yeah, dude, let's catch.
No, but you would do a phone consult with the guy, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
I do phone consults several times,
Yeah.
several times a day. So I'm not. He didn't talk to me. Or he
Yeah, but
talked to
that's not
somebody
what they
else.
want, though. They wanted me to.
No, he said he wanted advice from him.
Sounded to me like he was looking for a
He
friend.
obviously didn't pay you yet, right?
No, I do phone consults several times.
Yeah,
a
there
day.
you go. Go on Armand's
Pay
site.
Armand, and then he'll do the
pay for
consult with you, just like I do.
consultation, and then he'll get back to you.
Armand has a website. Go to the website, sign up, and then he'll contact you.
But like Greg or.
Sounds to me like he's looking for a friend.
Who?
Yeah, and we get those messages a lot, but like if
I
we
hate that.
answered every one of those, it's not possible to go hang out with people. That's like you don't know who you're meeting, first off, and you don't know their intentions, and you can't just go, hang out and work out with somebody for free. We have jobs, we have families, and so
plus I don't
some
want to
people-
work out with anybody.
But Greg, people get mad about it. They're like, "Oh, you're too good at this." Like, no, we have. Just go. If I go message some person like, "Hey, I'm going to be in your town. Can I?" That's like what people's expectations are kind of like.
You don't do biceps. You get a man will blast it. I'm like, dude,
Did you guys see Mr. G on the news?
No.
Did you guys see? Guys didn't see this clip? Holy shit! Hold on, I got to play this for you. George, you didn't tell him about
the wave?
You didn't tell him about this, George?
What is that?
Hold on.
We're looking live at Broward County, where troopers are chasing, yes, a man on a recliner duct taped to 4 shopping carts. Investigators say it's powered by a leaf blower and a You are looking live at Broward County, where troopers are chasing, yes, a man on a recliner duct taped to 4 shopping carts. Investigators say it's powered by a leaf blower and a You are looking live at Broward County, where troopers are chasing, yes, a man on a recliner duct taped to 4 shopping carts.
He's 4 shopping carts duct taped together with a leaf blower.
I just
I love people.
And Mr. G would add a surfboard to that. Yeah.
That is such a great use of your imagination.
Wait a minute.
That up, figure out how to do it on AI and get it on. That's
not AI.
It is. That's AI up and down the day.
All day live at Broward.
A leaf blower is going to push 4 shopping carts at highway speed. Come on,
George. You should take the leaf blower to the fucking to one of them
motorcycle.
I'm getting so tired of these AI videos though, because you never know what's true, what's real anymore.
Armin, I got news for you.
Surfing video.
The way that regenerative AI now is improving. Pretty soon you're going to be at a point now where you turn on the TV or you turn on the computer, whatever podcast you watch or whatever, you will have no way at all of knowing if it's fake.
Oh yeah.
Plus, think of meeting people too, like on this online dating and stuff. People do that, like they don't know who they're meeting. They could be talking to some AI person or AI thing. So it's going to be really dangerous.
There's dudes that have AI personality, made up an AI personality, and they have OnlyFans pages.
Yeah.
So these guys are going on these OnlyFans pages, jerking off the pictures of somebody who doesn't exist and paying a dude for it.
Wow.
Well, John, there was this website. They were reaching out to people. You could work for them. It don't matter if you're male, female, whoever, and you're talking to a person like normally like this, but they're looking at a hot AI person. The voice is different too. So you could be like, showing your, boobs and whatever. This person's jerking it to you, and they're talking to some like 86-year-old man making money for this website. So it's actually a side track.
You guys are giving me ideas.
I knew guys that did that back in the day on the phone.
Greg, you can make money for doing that.
I read this article on this guy. He's got multiple.
I would do it.
He's got multiple girls that don't exist with OnlyFans accounts, and he's making money off all of them. And he just keeps making new ones, and they keep making him money.
It's a big thing now. I think.
You know who that is?
Back in the day, the sex lines you used to call you're supposed to be talking to some hot sexy girl, and you're talking to some like
fat slob.
Then you're talking Andrew Tate.
Some obese,
playing
woman in a trailer on smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate and his brother used to do that. They did all that sex line shit with the girls. You'd be talking to them, and
I think that's where they made all their money, right?
That's what they say.
I thought it was webcam. I thought they had a bunch of webcams. That
No,
girls
he
were
used to
looking
do.
for.
He said he used to do that phone call shit, and I don't even know if they would put their own fake voice.
Hey, go to your email. Pull up that video.
Hold on.
That's fucking crazy, though.
It's Retribution Day.
Lucy, you gotta do AI.
And messages too. I get a lot of people, like guys wanting to like hang out too, sending me messages too. So
But
I
Armin,
get messages all the time.
Yeah, they do that shit. Let's get a workout. We'll go out.
Armin, you're getting a
after.
group of people that are not interested in training.
Right. I know.
Right.
And so if someone's sending you
they want something else from you.
right, so someone's sending a legit message. they've got to book a consultation on my website, and then we talk about whatever you're training or whatever, because I do several of them a day.
Yeah,
so
it's whatever that they want, not the training.
Right. Oh, Larry, I know that, Larry.
But you've been Armin, you've been very open and honest about your past and your proclivities that you did. So I think maybe out of all of us, if anybody's trolling like that, they're going to pick on you because you have the moral turpitude.
John, they're not trolling. They're hardcore serious. They think
no. So well, wait a minute. How much money are we talking here? Because I'm always
it's like
you better go to Turkey and get some hair, Greg, if you want these guys.
When I did all that posting stuff in the past, though, that was 20 years ago. Like literally 20 years ago. People was like, "Oh, like that was 20 years ago." That's something I talked about from my past, and when I used to pose for guys, whatever contest. Listen up, all the guys competing at that time, all of them were doing
they
that.
All did
it. All of them. No one just talks about it. I'm the only one that really talks about it. All the bodybuilders at the national level were doing at that time.
Well, look at what Trigilli was doing. Trigilli was doing worse.
Armin, you can make money. You can make some money here. I
always tell people, I was like, there's not one video out there out me naked doing anything, jerking off. There's not one person out there that can say, "Oh, I hooked up with Armand," or evidence or anything like that, because none of that stuff ever happened.
But Armin, AI is going to change all that.
Wait a minute.
Why don't you hook up with Greg here and make some money? All you got to do is give him the video, all right, and let Greg talk, and it'd be like your voice.
Listen,
and,
there's no
Greg will do all the whatever, and then you guys split it.
John, there's no videos of me because nobody will fucking pay me.
Yeah, I know, but they'll pay Armin. So all I'm saying is use his body and your brain, your AI, and make money off Armin. I'm telling you.
Look, read this.
Look at this.
Greg, how many messages and Dave you guys get? People just wanted to hang out and talk. Like I don't have time for that.
Yeah, but
hold on, Armand. If he's going to pay you $100, whatever what is your half-hour fee?
$150 for a consultation.
All right, so if he gives you $150 and he wants to chat for a half hour with you, what's the difference?
I know nothing. I do it all day. They have
but they don't want to chat. They want to hang out with him.
No. He said he just wants to talk. This is the guy. He just sent another.
Listen. I do consultation.
Eric, talk. Send message. Talk. Here he is. He's on the show. Talk to him.
No. He's got to do it.
I answer a lot of.
I paid a stripper one time just to interview her. So I did.
And she didn't give you a lap dance?
I didn't know. I didn't want. I just wanted to talk to her. I was doing an article. I was doing research.
I answer a lot. I answer a lot of questions for free. I give a lot of people advice. People asking about like, "Hey, I'm trying to get off opiates. What should I do?" I give out free information. Dave sent me a guy the other day. That guy that messaged you, Dave. They're like, "Hey, I got to talk to Armand." That guy. So I talked to the guy for like days, and I kept giving him free advice. He was trying to get off opiates. I was like, he was trying to do one like Ibogaine and rapid detox, and I was telling him, in my opinion, the best route to probably go to get off. But then you got a lot of other people that want weird stuff. They just want to talk back and forth for days, and like you got to buy.
Wait, what's Charlie Arm saying here?
Yeah.
I'll pay to what?
I'll pay Greg. He knows that. Just grow sideburns.
There you go. Charlie Arms, baby. I wish the real Charlie Arms used to have these giant
mutton chops.
That's not the real Charlie Arms, is it?
No.
No, that guy's all
He's
right.
lucky Charlie Arms isn't watching the show.
No, I know. He kicked his ass.
Dude, back in the 70s, Charlie Arms had them big pork chop sideburns. You know what I'm saying? You remember, like Elvis had them and everything.
Yeah, everyone had those. Yeah,
that's what he means. He's funny, this guy, though. He's always.
He obviously knows who Charlie. Yeah, he obviously knew who Charlie is. Yeah.
He's
you know that Chris Duffy was born in Dublin, Ireland? I did
not know that.
No, see, nobody's perfect, Dave.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
What did he die of? Isn't anybody saying?
No one's saying. I have a feeling it was like a drug overdose or something like that, but I don't.
He did. He used to get ready for contests on X.
Dude, let me tell you something. Arma, was it Matthew? What was the guy's name?
He did the Mr. Ireland in 2000.
I used to see all the fucking bodybuilders there doing fucked up shit with guys. You know what I'm talking about? With that party and
they all like all the guys I competed with.
All of them.
Ulrich. That's where I met. That's where I met you at for the first time. Ulrich was after party.
It was that guy Matthew, and then Ulrich used to go to his parties too. I know.
Yeah, no. I was good friends with him for years. When I went to
Ulrich is a good guy. I like
the
him.
model's house. Greg, Dave? What's that guy that used to have the model house?
I forget his name. Yeah,
I think he got you a couple commercials.
Mike Lyons.
Name.
Mike Lyons. Mike Lyons.
He teamed up with Adam Silverman.
Mike Lyons and Adam Silverman.
Yeah. Matthew Greg. He offered me to stay at his place. He had Mike Lyons. Yeah. Adam had Mike. Matthew had a big apartment, and I think it was a Broadway, something like that. And he let me stay with him. He just had one rule: I couldn't have guests over. Yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good guy. He wasn't one of those weird dudes that he was like an actually nice guy. But what Ulrich would do, you would go.
I talked about his parties in the Ramblin' Freak, and he got mad at me. So I didn't mean to say anything bad.
Yeah. I never went to any of his parties, but when I would go to New York, I would go out to eat with them, or he'd take me Broadway or whatever, and he would pay the bodybuilders just to like take them to dinner or go to Broadway or whatever. But
I seen a lot of
Ulrich.
That's Chris Duffy. That was Chris Duffy recently.
No.
Yes.
No.
That was Chris Duffy recently. Yeah.
Oh my God! Holy shit!
He still had a physique.
He's still jacked. Looks like he had a big scar down the gut, like he might have had some gut surgery or something.
Yeah, maybe.
It's hard to see someone for a while.
That was Chris Duffy.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yep. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I was friends with him on Facebook. So.
How old was he?
Show Johnny Bavino.
Probably in his 60s, I would think.
Yeah, I think he's like a couple of years younger than me, maybe 2-3 years. So he's probably like 63, maybe. Something like that.
Yeah, I would say so.
Armand, I saw many Mr. Olympia competitors, top guys, sitting.
Yeah. And then Greg, when you would shoot with him, he had two websites. He had a PG website and he had an X website. And when you would shoot with him, he would ask you like, "Hey, what website do you want to do?" One paid more than the other, obviously, because I think Kai Green did it and a lot of the guys did it. But I was like, no, I just do the PG site. But many of my friends did videos with him. I said, listen, that was before the internet like got out there. All the
but you're talking about Ulrich, right? You're not talking about Matthew. You're talking about Ulrich. Yeah, because Matthew
I'm talking about Ulrich.
Matt had the parties. He had great fucking parties.
Yeah, he used to tell me about all the parties. But Ulrich, if people would contact Ulrich too, like really
that was Joni
wanting to meet you, and Ulrich would hook up like situations like that too for all the top guys.
Ulrich was a really good guy.
She could have been on the Olympia stage if she really wanted to. She had good genetics.
She could do figure now.
Dude, I thought she competed.
You're right, John.
Wait, I thought she competed.
That was huge. That was huge back in the day, right?
Dave, I think she competed in the Olympia in the early 90s, didn't she?
No, she wasn't a pro. I don't think
her teeth scared me.
Sure?
She had a big mouth. Yeah,
she had a set of choppers, man.
Oh wow!
Look out!
She's
very like Julia Roberts' mouth. Yeah.
Very Italian looking.
Yes. Although I don't. Yeah, I guess she was.
What's she doing now?
I don't know. She's the one who reported the death. I think she was still in contact with Chris. You know.
She did not want to leave him at all.
No. Well, I gotta whatchamacallit? I gotta send the last thing I gotta do because I gotta run for an appointment because I'm leaving tomorrow, obviously for the Olympia. But I gotta show Mr. G's video. He sent me this. What are we looking at here, George?
First of all, is that you?
Some hurricane swells.
Is that
you,
George?
That's me. And then watch what happens. I get one pulled down.
You're on
by
the wave.
and I get dragged 100 feet underwater.
Oh shit! How deep was that water,
That's my
George?
board down there. I'm getting dragged.
Wow.
But you can hold your breath for like 3 minutes, can't you?
Yeah, longer than that. Yeah, well, I train.
Yeah, he's the drag queen.
That's funny.
Baywatch Grandpa rides big wave in slow mo in South Florida.
That looks really cool, George. How you're way up on top of that.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, see, my board is all the way down there. It's getting dragged. So
they should have filmed you when they pulled you out of the ocean.
Yeah. Where's the guy on the jet ski?
I don't need a guy on the jet ski.
That's not.
But George,
He means the guy who saved you from drowning.
Yeah.
Hold on,
George. How long does it take to even like learn how to even get up on a board? I tried years ago and I couldn't learn. Like
you come, I'll get you on the board. Your first wave, guaranteed.
Okay.
My son was asking, when is Mr. G taking surfing? Because I was in my pool and they were on that surfboard.
All right,
they surf on the surfboard.
To Orlando, they'll have more fun than they ever had in Orlando 100 times surfing. I'll have them all surfing on their first wave.
Great, Dave. Just send them on. Just send Logan on the bus.
Oh shit!
What? Greg George will pick him up on the other end. You drop him off. He'd love it. Are you kidding?
Are you a good babysitter, George? Are you a good babysitter?
Yeah. You open his refrigerator, his Mountain Dew, and gummies.
George, he'll come home with a surfboard and be surfing on your ex-wife.
I'll have Dave. I'll have Dave surf the whole family.
I got news for you. My youngest one, she will get up at 6 years old. They put the board in the pool and they run and they jump on the board and she'll surf the whole pool with the thing on that.
Nice.
Like you think she was like doing it her whole life. She's unbelievable. Her and Logan are like the naturals on that board. So
yeah, taking the boat. Come over here to Boca. Go to Boca Inlet.
Yeah.
All right. Bring your kids here. I'll have a whole surf. So the first.
Let's set it up. Maybe for 2 weeks. Maybe we'll do it. In 2 weeks.
It'll be a 20-minute land lesson.
Right.
I'll give them a land lesson with the boards.
You have 3 boards?
What?
You have enough boards?
Yeah, we'll get 2 more. Two more spongies.
All right.
They need some spongy boards, and then we'll get you to pop. We'll get you to.
I'm not doing anything. I'll be the film. I'll be your videographer.
Hey, you going? Wait, get you on a wave.
I'll lay down and ride. The wave.
You'd have an easier time of getting them in the ring, Georgie.
Yeah.
We used to take people to Rockaway Beach first time, like 400-pound women.
Really? I'm lighter. I can probably do it.
We would use stand-up paddle boards.
A 400-pound woman.
Yeah, swear to God. Could you imagine? They had this thing, group coupon, and so people would go on.
Was she the whole group?
That's 3 for 1 right there, George.
For a surf lesson, instead of like 100, it'd be like 50, and then we'd have these people coming down to Rockaway Beach that can't even swim.
Wow.
And teaching getting them in the water. Yeah.
We've been getting a lot of tips today. Greg, you might actually get $1.50 commission check.
You hear that? Let's see. We're gonna get $1.50.
Hey, I got $10 from that guy asking the same question. Why didn't I respond to him? Dude, I respond to everybody. Like everybody messaging me on IG, I try to respond to unless it's something weird. Yeah.
Well, hey, Dave, when you going to the Olympia?
Tomorrow morning I'll be leaving. So.
Can I send cookies to your hotel for you to get for you and Lee?
100%, absolutely.
I'm going too, George.
Lee and I have a big announcement too when I see him, so we'll probably do it.
All right, so
are you guys engaged?
We're engaged. Yes, we're engaged. Matter of fact, we're engaged, and Lee is pregnant too. So
I believe it.
Wait, say that again.
He said, what are you and Lee engaged? Is that the announcement? I said, yeah, and Lee's pregnant, I said.
Now Jimmy the Bull's going to be pissed off at you.
Yeah, I know.
Usually it would be Lee who would be the one, first of all, as to cross over.
I think Lee would make a hot.
I send Jimmy, you know how like they have like these, like you ever play that game where you, my kids have this, like it's like a hippo's mouth and you push the teeth down and, you know.
Hungry Hippo.
It's something like that. But, and then whoever pushes the wrong tooth down, the mouth comes down and slams down and bites your hand. I send Jimmy the link to the show every single week. And, the one time I'll forget, he'll be like, I would have come on, And every once in a while, he'll just pop in for no reason, right? And he'll show up. He's like it's like you never know when the hippo mouth is going to close. But if I forget for one single week, I get a message from him saying, I thought we were brothers. I'm depressed. I'm like, I can't believe you don't love me anymore. I don't hear from you. He's like an old Jewish like grandmother now.
Well, he's like your kids. You got to take, there's a new movie, by the way, called
Schmidt. Thank you.
That is exactly him.
You got to send the link to a new movie called Nuna's Kitchen. It's a true story about Nuna is the Italian grandmother.
Dave, I got a pot of gravy.
Mother and father's son.
Yeah, so this guy's mother dies, and he wants to open a restaurant. True story in Staten Island. So what he does is, as a chef, he hires all Italian grandmothers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dave, since you're going to be in Vegas tomorrow, why don't you go to the opening of the Olympia movie?
I saw that.
Yeah, I said
when is the Olympia movie opening? Hold on. It's opening tomorrow?
Yep.
Jeez, just what I want to see.
What are they showing? What time did they say showing?
I sent you the thing. Didn't you get it in your email?
No.
In your text?
I can't wait to watch that.
I am going to be on. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be on the Cutler podcast tomorrow at 2 p.m. I don't know if it's live or not, but I know I'm filming tomorrow with them, going to Jay's house, wherever it is, and we'll be filming that. And then after that, I don't know. I might. It seems like that thing's at 3 o'clock, John. Is that what it says?
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
It's Wednesday at 3 p.m.
It is
what, the press conference?
Thursday. Thursday at 3 p.m.
Oh,
at the Red Tail Resorts.
Maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'll go see it.
Across from
is that,
you know what?
I told gym that he opened. Is that Milos's gym?
No, I don't think.
Oh, the new one that just opened. What's it called?
That's not Milos's gym.
No, Troy Moore was there yesterday.
It's a new tech gym.
New tech. Yeah, new tech.
I love Troy Moore's a good guy.
Okay.
So this Olympia movie, what's it about?
Milos was talking.
The Olympia. I think it's from last year.
The Olympia.
Right? Oh. Boy, I can't wait to see.
40th anniversary of the Olympia. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but over the years, or what is it about?
I don't know.
It's from last year's Olympia. I think it's a historical perspective plus what happened at last year's Olympia, the 40th anniversary. But here's the problem. I overbooked too much stuff. And Vegas is a pain in the ass. If everything's in one place, it's easy. But getting from place to... I had to rent a car because just to get to Jay's podcast. And you can't do everything. It's just too much in one weekend. So you have to kind of pick and choose.
Troy. Troy will drive you.
Well, I rented a car, so I'll be fine.
You can go through Elon's tunnel, the boring company.
That's true. Oh, Lee, when are you going on? Maybe we're going on together. We don't even know.
Dude, you ever see the cars that Troy builds? He's
you'll probably on Thursday.
Incredible things,
he's incredible. I love Troy Moore. He's a good guy.
He's not going to have y'all on together. He'll separate.
No, yeah, he probably wouldn't. But
yeah.
Anyway,
Dave, I got a pot of gravy cooking right now, bro. I started it last night.
You make some good sauce and some good pasta. I'll tell you that much. But it did come up on me a little bit late. I got a little agita after that.
There you go. Well,
because he didn't give you brioche.
No brioche. He forgot the brioche. I got to wrap
put it
this
in
up.
the sauce,
guys. I can't wait to see you guys out at the Olympia. If you're going to be there, make sure you find us because I walk around in a daze. Come say hello.
I'll find you.
John, I know we got to do something together when you come out there. I know you're only going to be there Friday, Saturday, but we'll do something together. We got to get you in the wrap up and stuff like that, assuming you watch the show. And obviously, we're going to see Lee at the booth and make the special announcement we got for that. And there's a lot going on this coming weekend. Super exciting. I don't know who's going to win the Olympia. Anyone have any predictions?
Lee Haney.
The American guy.
I'm
always
going to push for Samson. I like that guy.
I'm going with Derek. I said Hottie originally, but I'm going to go with Derek. I like Derek.
Give me a call. We'll go work out and eat.
We'll go catch a workout together.
We'll go eat.
And maybe the next day too.
We'll do arms together. Dude, let's do arms together. I want to see your arms. We'll work out together.
How big
All
are
right.
your arms?
No,
We could go for another hour on this one, but we're gonna wrap it up today. You know, last week's show got almost 20,000 hits, but we got demonetized because I don't think they liked us talking about it. You know what, the stuff that ibogaine, they probably didn't like it.
what do you mean
And
you got demonetized?
They demonetized it. YouTube didn't think it was appropriate.
What about Dave? What about the channel itself? Don't the views go to the channel? You know what I mean? Like
No, the views are
No,
still
the
there.
views is the views, but that show
You just
gets
don't make money.
Demonetized
Yeah.
it, meaning that episode we don't get any we don't make any money.
So how much did we lose on that?
Who cares? I don't do it for the money, but
No,
I
I
don't
mean
know.
just
Probably-
out of curiosity. What
I
are we
don't know.
losing?
I don't
It
know.
just made it up today with all the tips.
Yeah,
Probably
that's right.
probably
There you go. There
More
you
than
go.
double.
But
More than double.
But Dave,
Probably a
doesn't,
few hundred.
doesn't YouTube send the show out
Dave, do you
to
want me to?
like 1 million people? You know what I mean? Like the chat.
Well, they only if they don't think it's appropriate, and they demonetize it, it doesn't get recommended to as many people.
Oh, so
the fact that we
I
got
don't
that many the fact that we got that many views,
Dave, you
just
want me to
tells you
say
that
something
people were
fucked
interested
up
to
so
find
we
out
can
what
lose
happened to
this one
me.
too?
You know. So
Dave, I'll say something fucked up right now. We'll lose this one too.
all right, let's wrap up before we push our luck too much. Love you guys. Thanks for joining us live as always, and we'll be back again next week for the Olympia wrap up here on After Hours.
CaptainProteinCookie.com. Go there.
Let's catch a workout together.
CaptainProteinCookie.com. Go there. Our cookies are 50% less than what they were. So
Is it
I
Olympia
brought the
sale?
price
You
down.
doing an Olympia sale?
No, I've just brought. We changed all the pricing.
Oh, good.
I brought the price down to under $30 for a dozen.
Wow. How many cookies you
And
get for that?
you get a dozen cookies. They're all organic and they got protein in them.
Great
Best
deal.
cookie you've had. We get
Check them out at CaptainProteinCookie.com.
CaptainProteinCookie.com.
There you go. And we'll see you back.
I'm going to send you some, Dave, out there.